Hey everybody, it's time. Go get your snack, get your hydration, and get ready for Phenomenal Woman Rise Up with Terry K. Brown.
Well, good evening, everybody. This is your host, Terry K. Brown with Phenomenal Woman Rise Up. How you doing today? I am doing great, which I hope you are too. You know, this has been a rough week this week. The weather has changed. It's gone from being sunny and 80 degrees to down to 40 degrees at night. And then it's like 60 degrees during the day. It's raining and then it's not raining. So I'm sure people that have asthma or breathing issues have gone through this week. I'm praying for you, okay? But I am glad that it's Sunday because I get to visit with you today. So, as you guys know, get your hydration. I have mine. And get your pen and paper. I have mine. Because tonight's show is going to be basically about getting the information out about registering to vote. But first, we're going to talk about a couple other things, and then we'll get to that at the end. So I'm giving you guys a chance to get your information written down about voting. So get your pen and paper because that's going to be like later on in the show. How y'all doing? Do you like my shirt? It says, I don't sweat, I sparkle. I'm going through that part of my life. And anybody that's going through that part of their life knows exactly what this shirt means, okay? By the way, I got this shirt from Our Favorite Things Boutique on Larchmere Boulevard. It's right off of Shaker Square. So if you want one, go over and see Lisa McGuthrie and get you a shirt. And she has other good stuff in that shop too. But I'm just loving it. I'm loving being me. I'm loving this is my time. And it's not just because it just happened. It's because I'm making it my time. And that's what I'm trying to encourage all of you to do today. Make it your time. Hey, there's no other time for you to be the best you can be. And that's right now, especially with the seasons changing. You know, one thing that I've learned about me when the seasons change is that in Cleveland, which is where I am, the sun doesn't shine in the wintertime. And I'm a sun baby. I love the sun. I love the sun. It makes my whole continents different. So what I'm going to do is go on Amazon, which I've already looked and checked it out for you guys. You can go on Amazon and order a sun lamp. You can order a real big one, or you can order one that can go right on your desk. And it's been proven by science that people who need that vitamin D, that need that sunlight to improve their perspective on the day or to improve their attitude, it works. It works. And you can get a really nice one for like $35. And if you're working every day, or if you're one of those blessed people that works like every other day, you deserve to spend the $35. And it's for your mental health, you know? It's for your mental health. You have to take care of yourself when the seasons change like this. And from summer to fall, it affects some people very seriously mentally, like depression comes in. Depression is real, and sometimes it affects your whole attitude. Like I said, when you don't see the sun, I know it affects me, and I'm just being real. You know, I'm already going through the change, so that affects me too. But I'm going to get me a sun lamp, and I'll let you guys know how it works out for me, because some people always want good reviews before they buy something, but I definitely know that when I've gone to a hotel and they've had the heat lamp that you can turn on in the bathroom, when I get out the shower and that heat lamp is on, it just makes me feel great, okay? And I'm at that point in my life where when something makes me feel good, I try to repeat it, okay? As long as it's not nothing illegal, okay? I'm telling y'all, stay away from the illegal stuff. But I just care about y'all, and I want y'all to understand that we have to do things to help us along. You can't just expect to have a great day. You have to set yourself in place to have a great day. Prepare the day before to have a great day. Get up in the morning and do the things that you know will propel you into goodness for the day. Some people is having that cup of coffee. Some people is doing daily affirmations. Some people is having a heat lamp to time that when you wake up, they have the lamps that will slowly rise like the sun and make you feel better. So when you finally do wake up, it's bright like sunshine and warm and cozy, and it leads you into a beautiful atmosphere for the day. So I had looked online, excuse me, my nose is itching. I had looked online and I saw this thing. It's called Lessons from Autumn, and it's from Positively Present. So just let me read a couple of things. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yuck. Let me read a couple of things that it says on here. So write this down. I'm telling you guys, you have to, being well is an active, ongoing thing. It's an action. It's an action. So here's one thing that says, let go of what's weighing you down. And I know some people say, well, you know, Terry, that is easier said than done. But sometimes we, oh, is somebody talking about me? My nose is just itching. Oh my God. But sometimes we carry some things that we could let go, and it weighs us down and drags us out. I mean, sometimes it's like, especially if it's a person that's close to you that you're trying to please. Like I said, trying to please, and they're not receiving it. And you're working yourself into a tizzy because they're not receiving it. Well, sometimes you just have to let that go, okay? To give yourself a mental cleanse. Let it go. That's what it means by let go of what's weighing you down, okay? And then on to piggyback on that, it says, not everyone will like what you like, okay? So don't expect everybody to like the same things that you like. Don't they say that we can agree to disagree? That is so much healthier than carrying around some baggage weighing you down. So that's a second point. And another one on here that says you'll only reap what you plant. Now that's some wisdom right there. So to break that down for you, if you reap anger, that's planting anger. I mean, I'm sorry, if you plant anger, you're going to reap anger. If you plant ease and peace, you're going to reap ease and peace. It works like that. So plant something good. Try it. Try a small thing. You go into work on Monday morning and say, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're one of those kind of people that's happy on Monday morning, you will have a good morning. Some people drug into work on Monday morning. It's like, hey, how was your weekend? This and that. I make a point to a fault to walk into my job on Monday morning and I'm like, good morning, good morning, good morning, and smile. And I'm like, hey, you need to be glad you're alive and you need to have a good day. It's Monday. Yes, some people didn't wake up today. It's just that simple. And I work in a hospital, so I know there's a lot of people that probably did not wake up Monday morning, okay? So that's just a little tidbit I'm going to give you guys about feeling good, about taking care of yourselves during the season change. And I'm going to have a little bit more further on into the month, but I don't want to take up too much of your time because it's Sunday night and I know football is on and I know that y'all, want to get back to that. But I did want to mention about taking care of yourself. It's so important. It is so important for your mental, spiritual, and physical well being. I got my candle lit. I love my grapes and my water. I got my aloe plant. I take care of myself. It's something I had to learn though, because a lot of women overdo it for everybody and don't do anything for themselves. So here's a little tidbit. You're worth it. You're worth it. Take care of yourself. hmm And I'm going to play a little clip for an advertisement for a book. It's called Mustard Plant Faith. This is a book. It's not a long read, it's an easy read, and it'll help you learn how to plant some good seeds of faith that'll help you understand that you are worth being taken care of. So, after this commercial, we'll be right back and we're going to talk about some more interesting things. All right. Oh, I'm so excited, y'all, here. Hey, y'all. Did y'all like that? I got the book. It's by Celeste Glasgow Ribbons. It's a great read, and it'll help start you on that journey of taking care of yourself and getting into tune with your faith and getting into planting a good seed. Okay. Now we're going to move on talking about school. Now I know I keep going back to some of these things, but school break is getting ready to come up. And I think the children have been in school for what, 2 months now? So some pre-progress reports should be coming home, or you should have got a call from the teacher by now and saying, oh, Lynette is doing very well in school. I can't wait to see you at the parent-teacher conference. Or you might have already been to the parent-teacher conference and found out that JaVale needs a little help in his math. But that's what us parents do. We check up on our kids, we keep in contact with the schools, and we help our children along. Remember I did the show about college kids and how they need extra special care right now? You need to make sure that you check up on your college kids too. Oh, and speaking of college, I'm going to whisper, y'all, because Ohio State tagged Michigan State hard yesterday. Woo, 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 go Buckeyes. I have to whisper because my husband is a Michigan State alumni, and he actually thinks that that's a good team, but I'm a Buckeye. And Ohio State, whoop they behind. Woo! Okay, I'm going back to talking about that. And all y'all Michigan State people, I know y'all love Michigan State, but Ohio State tapped it, okay? Okay. Back to school. This is the point in October that if your child is struggling, you can actually help them get on the right track. Usually this time they started in late August, some started right at Labor Day, but it's been like a couple months in. So if your child is doing really great, you ought to be glad. God bless you, because kids are dealing with a lot going to school. It's not just riding the bus to school, going to class and learning. It's a lot more involved. You guys know, and if you're my age, you know it's a whole lot more involved. So now is the time when you need to be talking to your children. How is it going at school? Do you remember when we had Tiffany McDonald on the show and she was saying every day, ask your kid, what good happened today? And then ask them, what bad happened today? And then the third thing is to say, what can we do to improve on the bad thing? Or what can we do to keep the good thing going? It's important. Sit your child down before they close their eyes at night. I know some people are working. I know you got the two-parent household, but you still got the two-parent jobs. And I understand. I truly, truly understand. But one thing you have to do is take that time before your child lays their head down at night and ask them, what good happened today? What did you struggle with today? What can I do to help it go better for you? And don't forget to ask, is somebody bullying you? This is the time. The children have been in school a couple months and stuff that was developing from day one has gotten real good by now, whether it's good or whether it's bad. So in case you guys have forgot about it, have forgot what Tiffany can offer, she can offer tutoring, she can offer skill set improvements. She can also give some of the teachers out here help with materials that the schools might not be offering. She does that. This woman is educated, okay? And she's down to earth and real. So I'm getting ready to play her advertisement. Watch it. Talk to your kids. And if you didn't see the show, go back on the YouTube website and check out the show, okay? I'm trying to get, I'm trying to get to my show. Wait a minute. Oh, it's always something. Let's see. Here it is, y'all. Look at this advertisement and think about what you can do to help your children during the school year. I'll be right back. Some really good information. Like I said, if you guys need some help with your kids with school, or if you need some help finding out how to communicate with your child's teacher or the principal of the school, give Tiffany a hit up. You can call her. I think her website is on there for sure. I don't know if her number is, but her website is on there. And if you're a teacher and you need a mentor, or you need some supplies, or you need some information on how to better your production with your children in the classroom, talk to Tiffany about it, because she's really done well. Now, the third and last segment of my show today is about voter registration. And we're going to talk about the candidates next week, okay? I'm going to get on that because there's a lot going on. This is the midterm elections, y'all. Remember when President Barack Obama was in presidency and he was saying, we lost everything because nobody came out and voted in the midterm elections. This is happening next month, November 8th. But you guys need to be registered to vote. You cannot go to the Board of Elections on voting day and vote unless you are registered. And Tuesday, the day after tomorrow, is the deadline. So if you want to go down to the Board of Elections in person, you can go down there to register. You can go online and register. You can register by mail. And I have all the information that's going to play after this segment for you to check out to get to do it. Call up your Uncle Bobo. Say, Uncle Bobo, are you registered to vote? Let's work on that first because we got to get them voting. I'm telling you, I was just down in Atlanta at the Woman Dog Loose conference, and I was in the hotel room and a commercial came on about Stacey Abrams. I was in shock. That commercial, you would think that Stacey Abrams was taking babies in the back alley and stabbing them the way they talked about her. They talked about her like she didn't have a brain cell in her head. This commercial was horrible. We don't see commercials like that up here about Stacey Abrams. I guess because she's running for governor of Georgia. But I'm just saying, you need to really pay attention to what's going on, people. If you are not registered to vote, you cannot vote. If you don't think voting is important, just watch. Just watch and see. Just watch. We are going to be sorry if we do not vote in this midterm election. There are a lot of senator seats coming up. There are a lot of city seats coming up, a lot of judges seats coming up. We need to make sure we are registered to vote, and then we're going to work on getting you to the polls. And another thing, they pay like $225 for you to work the polls. So if you are retired, not doing nothing on November 8th, if you are somebody who is maybe on disability and you want to make a couple $100 so that you can buy yourself something nice, or you can make an extra payment on one of your bills, you can work the polls and get a couple $100. All you have to do is go to the Board of Elections website and get the information. So I'm telling you guys, we have to get registered. Call a relative and ask them, are you registered to vote? And if they're not, give them the information that's going to show after my show and tell them to go register to vote. Now, I live in Ohio, so that's the information I'm giving out. If you do not live in Ohio, type in on the computer or on your telephone your Board of Elections, and it will pop up. And then you can click on it, and it will give you all the information that you need to register to vote. Now, I can tell you right now, you're going to need a driver's license, you're going to need proof of residency, and you're going to need a Social Security card. You cannot be in jail, and you cannot be somebody who's been convicted of voter fraud. And what else is, you have to live in the state that you're voting in for at least 30 days. So those are some things. It's simple things. Everybody should have a state ID card that's over 18. Oh, that's another thing. You have to be 18 or older. So if you're over 18, you should have a driver's license or a state ID card. That's common. If you don't, here's your chance to go get one. Go get a state ID and a driver's license. Go downtown to the county city hall. I believe it's where you go to get your Social Security card. If you don't have one, go down there and get one now, because you're going to need it when you go to register to vote on Tuesday. And you're probably going to, I'm telling you, when I go to vote, I take everything. My driver's license, I take my Social Security card, I take everything, because if you haven't been keeping up with the laws, you don't know what law done changed, and they could turn you away. So let's get as many people as we can to register to vote. I'm going to make some calls. Can I put something out there for you guys? Can you guys do this? Can you call at least 5 people between now and Tuesday morning and ask them, are they registered to vote? Can you do that? Can you do that? 5 people. That's all you have to do. Pledge to call 5 people and say, are you registered to vote? And if they say yes, say thank you. And if they say no, show them how to get registered by Tuesday. Tuesday's the deadline. And I'm pretty sure that it's going to be like 4 or 5 o'clock. So please, you can register online. You can register by mail. It just has to be postmarked by Tuesday, the 11th. So don't just leave it in your mailbox. Go down to the post office and give it to the people at the post office so it can be postmarked by October the 11th. Or you can go to the Board of Elections and register to vote. It's your responsibility as an adult. And it's your responsibility as a person who has a voice and wants to be heard. So that's my show today. Y'all get your pen and paper and write down all this information about registering to vote. And then next week and the week after, we're going to start digging into these candidates. I know everybody's been getting stuff in the mail, and I know some people are probably tossing it in the garbage can because they just bombard you with stuff. But I'm looking at the stuff I'm getting in my mailbox because I'm going to look those people up and I'm going to find out what they like, what they don't like, what they're saying they're going to do. And I'm going to look at their record and see what they've done. And then if they're lying, I'm going to put them on blast on my show. If they're telling the truth, I'm going to promote them. And I'm just saying right now that you guys need to know there are a lot of people who are running for offices. It's not just the people who have the most money. There are a lot of people who don't have millions of dollars, but they have good intentions for the community. So check out everybody who's running and don't miss out on the person that could be benefiting you. Okay, here it is. Y'all have a safe week. Be careful out there. Don't get sick. Wear your mask in public because COVID is coming back. If you don't get your booster, you might be getting it. And if you get your booster, I'm just telling you, you won't get it as bad as those folks who didn't get their booster. So remember, call 5 people and ask them, are you registered to vote? I will see you next Sunday. Y'all take care. I love you. Bye-bye.